Picture this. You're hiking in the Himalayas, camera in hand, chasing that perfect Instagram shot. The snow crunches under your boots. Your breath fogs in the thin mountain air. And then you see it, a snow leopard, 30 feet away. Gorgeous, ethereal, those piercing green eyes staring right through you. You know you should back away. Every survival instinct is screaming at you to move. But it's so close. Just one photo. You take a step forward, then another. The leopard's tail twitches. You raise your camera. And that's when those powerful hind legs coil and launch. Oh, hey there. Kiss of death here. Today we're talking about one of nature's most beautiful contradictions. The snow leopard. They're called ghosts of the mountains. Shy. Elusive. So peaceful that there's literally never been a confirmed fatal attack on a human in recorded history. Until recently, anyway. Because in January 2026, a tourist in China decided the rules didn't apply to her. Spoiler alert. They did. And what happened next shows us exactly what these apex predators are capable of when you push them too far. Let's find out what it feels like when the gentlest big cat finally snaps. First, let's talk about what snow leopards actually are. These aren't your typical aggressive predators. Males weigh around 100 pounds, females closer to 75. That's smaller than most adult humans. Their canine teeth are just over an inch long. Slender compared to lions or tigers. They're built for stealth, not confrontation. In fact, there's a documented case where a village girl in India unknowingly played tug-of-war with a hidden snow leopard over a goat carcass. The leopard let go and disappeared. Didn't even scratch her. They're so non-threatening that researchers have spent decades studying them in the wild without incident. Dr. Rodney Jackson, one of the world's leading experts, has stated he's never heard of an authenticated case of someone dying from a snow leopard attack. These cats would rather vanish into the rocks than fight. Even if you disturb one while it's eating, it'll typically abandon its meal and run. That's how conflict-averse they are. But here's what makes them absolutely lethal when they do decide to attack. Those hind legs. Snow leopards can leap 50 feet horizontally and 20 feet vertically in a single bound, 7 times their own body length. They're ambush hunters who position themselves on cliff edges and ridgelines, watching, waiting. When they spot prey, they use gravity and momentum. One explosive leap from above. By the time their target realizes what's happening, 100 pounds of muscle and claws is already airborne. They can bring down animals 3 times their weight using nothing but that initial impact and a suffocating bite to the throat. Their hunting success rate is built on patience and precision. They'll track prey for up to 300 meters down steep mountainsides after that first pounce. And once they've killed, they defend that carcass for days against scavengers. So when that woman in China kept approaching, kept invading the leopard's space for a better photo angle, she triggered something. This wasn't prey behavior. This was a threat. And for the first time in documented history, a snow leopard showed us what happens when you corner a ghost. The leap is instant. No warning growl, no dramatic pause, just explosive power. One moment you're standing there with your camera raised. The next, 100 pounds of predator slams into your chest at full velocity. You don't even have time to scream. The impact knocks you backward into the snow. Your camera goes flying. And before your brain can process what's happening, you feel claws digging into your shoulders, your chest, anywhere they can find purchase. Snow leopards have retractable claws up to 1.5 inches long. They're designed to grip steep, icy terrain and hold struggling prey. Right now, they're holding you. The pain is immediate and overwhelming. 4 sets of claws puncturing through your jacket, through your skin, anchoring the leopard to your body. You try to push it away. Your hands meet thick fur and solid muscle. It doesn't budge. Then comes the bite. Snow leopards go for the throat on prey animals. It's their signature move. But you're facing the leopard, flailing, and it adjusts. Those 1-inch canines sink into your face instead. The woman in China? Blood pouring from her face. That's what's happening to you right now. The teeth puncture flesh with surgical precision. Maybe your cheek, maybe your forehead. The skull is harder to penetrate than you'd think, but the soft tissue of your face? That tears easily. The pain is beyond description. It's not like cutting yourself or burning your hand. This is deep, violating trauma. Your face is one of the most nerve-dense areas of your body. Every tooth puncture sends lightning bolts of agony through your entire nervous system. You're screaming now, probably. It's hard to tell. The world has narrowed to just pain and panic and the weight of this animal on top of you. Here's what saves most people in snow leopard encounters. They're not trying to kill you. They're trying to neutralize a threat. This isn't a hunt. It's a defensive attack. The leopard wants you to stop being a problem so it can leave. In the China case, a ski instructor started waving poles and yelling. The leopard released and ran. That's the pattern. Quick, violent, then retreat. But let's say nobody's around to help. Let's say the leopard stays on you for another 10-15 seconds. Big cats instinctively go for suffocation kills. That means repositioning for your throat. When those jaws clamp down on your carotid artery or your windpipe, you've got maybe 30 seconds before you lose consciousness. The pressure is immense. Your airway collapses. You can't breathe, can't swallow, can't scream anymore. Your vision starts to tunnel, black creeping in from the edges. Your arms are still trying to fight, but they're getting weaker. Oxygen deprivation works fast. Your brain needs constant blood flow. When that gets cut off, you fade in under a minute. The last thing you'd probably feel is the weight of the leopard still on top of you, the warmth of your own blood soaking into the snow. Then nothing. But here's the thing. That didn't happen in China. The woman survived. Serious injuries? Absolutely. Blood pouring from her face? Yes. But she lived because she was wearing a ski helmet and because help arrived immediately. Medical staff said the helmet prevented fatal head trauma. Without it, those claws and teeth would have done catastrophic damage to her skull. She also lived because this was a 2-year-old snow leopard, subadult, still learning. An experienced adult would have been far more efficient. And she lived because authorities had been warning tourists for days. There had been multiple sightings. A sheepfold got raided. 35 sheep killed. This leopard was hungry, stressed, and cornered by human activity. Every warning sign was there. The real lesson? Snow leopards aren't monsters. They're desperate survivors in shrinking habitats. Climate change is pushing them lower into valleys where humans live. Prey populations are declining. They're adapting or dying. That woman got attacked because she ignored every single warning and invaded the animal space during the most vulnerable time of its life. She gambled that the rules didn't apply to her. She lost. So there you have it, what it feels like when the gentlest big cat finally breaks. Explosive violence, overwhelming pain, and a reminder that nature doesn't care about your Instagram feed. These animals have coexisted with humans for thousands of years without incident because we respected their space. The moment we stop, the moment we treat them like props for social media, everything changes. If you learned something today, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below, Tell me what animal you want covered next. And remember, when you're out there in the wild, respect the ghosts. Because the second you corner one, it stops being a ghost. It becomes very, very real.